Hey. I just jumped off of the True Trading Group. Guys, True Trading Group, it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. A lot of fun. Also, we've got TTG Tuesday, which is going to be dope. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to jump on. So for the 25 people, I'm guessing you guys are already subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, hit the like button. Oh, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because it's going to get wild this week. We're going to talk about Aurora right off the bat, and Kronos, because I know a lot of you guys that are still in my trade from True Trading Group are in it. I am very sad that I'm not in it. I think probably it goes another 100% tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what the morning looks like. Okay. Turn in the float. Yes, sir. So Aurora traded 102 million shares on Friday. The short volume was off the charts. So, you know, look, turning the float in 2 days, that's tough, man, especially when you got 100 and something million shares, right? Locking up the float, there's a reason it's so, you know, you lock up the float on a stock, the stock goes nuts, right? It's super hard to do, okay? You've got a bunch of different factors and a bunch of things fighting with you, mainly short sellers, right? That are covering, shorting. But, you know, when somebody's shorting one of these pot stocks, it's not like it's just kind of this instrument. It's not like buying put options. When you're shorting the stock, at some point you have to cover and you end up owning the stock. I mean, you take it over the head, but you end up with a bunch of shares that you could just blow out of. You know, when you cover, you're buying the stock at that price and eating whatever you lost. So yeah. So here's the thing. Canada is closed tomorrow. All right. I feel really bad. I don't feel that bad. Okay. So Canada's closed tomorrow. Futures, Dow's at almost 1%, S&P almost 1%, NASDAQ almost 1%. So, you know, we're looking at probably the SPY opens, you know, 288, somewhere in that ballpark, 287.5. So what that's going to do, we're going to see a continuation on Aurora is my guess. It pulled back after hours on Friday. Canadians, if they are short, are so screwed. So maybe they have a game plan. Maybe, you know, it's going to be nuts. But remember, you know, what I said in my last stream about Aurora, it's the Canada day trade, right? It's the Canadian pot stocks are going to move. There's going to be this is what's going to happen. Tomorrow, everybody is going to be patting themselves on the back. Everybody's going to be like, I told you so. We're fucking back. Do not listen to that noise, okay? Play the trade. Take profit. You know, just because you get a one-day rally, you have to look at it like this. Pot stocks are still below 420 prices, okay? We're still well below, you know, January prices. Like, think about this. Canopy was $25 mid-January. Kronos was $8.50. All right. Tilray was $22. Aurora was, I don't know, $2, $1.50, $2. So for Aurora to get back to January prices, you're talking about the stock basically going to $24. All right. Still really, really tough climb. Okay. I think Aurora peaked at 225, which would make it like 26 bucks. Okay. 225 in January. Like that's the high of the year. So, but that doesn't mean like, look, I'm not a fan of Aurora. Let's be clear. I'm happy that shareholders got a reprieve. Hopefully they had their money in the option versus the stock, because the options went completely ballistic. But yeah, trade tomorrow, take profit tomorrow, because Tuesday usually you'll see a pullback. Okay. Market needs probably to cool down a little anyway, like on the macro end. So let's take some questions. Loving the new YouTube channel. I'm here for the shirts. Guys, I've got so many t-shirts. And when I buy t-shirts, I buy them in bulk. All right. So sometimes you'll catch me wearing like this, like every other day, but it's because I got 10 of them. My thought process, and my wife hates this, I don't know if they're going to make that shirt again. And if I really like the shirt, I want to own a lot of it. All right. So do you think ACB is going to influence other LPs? Yeah, of course. It's going to, especially if it's going to trade, if it's going to trade 100 million shares, that's going to do something to the people that are writing the algorithms. That's going to attract FOMO. If there's one thing that we know about the cannabis industry, it's that FOMO is a real thing, right? TrueLeave tomorrow. TrueLeave tomorrow on the US side is probably going to rip higher. We'll see. But so they had a share unlock on Friday. Those shares aren't really tradable. From the get-go. And also it's 11.2 million shares. It's still a good amount. That's basically adding 30% to the float. But look, they're putting up sick numbers. I'm not sure who owns those shares, what the financial situation of those people are. If it's founders and like CEO, CFO, I think it's a non-event. If it's somebody else that needs the money, it could be an event. But look, I think if there's momentum, like you wouldn't want a share unlock to come to, like, if let's say TrueLeave was unlocking their shares mid-March, that would be a disaster. That would be an absolute disaster. I think that they're going to do well. Guys, I continue to say that I think TrueLeave is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, cannabis play in North America. They got, best EBITDA, best, growth rate. They put up stupid revenues. It's them, Green Thumb Industries, and Curaleaf. Like those are basically your Kronos, Canopy, and when Aurora was something, but they actually put up like legit numbers. I hold 3 Potstock, CGC, Cron, Afria. What are your thoughts on long-term viability of them, and will they all survive? Yeah, they'll all survive, but I think that there's way more upside in the US. I think if you're going to own one of those, like if I had to choose to own one of those, I would own Kronos, only because Kronos has the most money. What's it going to take for T-God to get into the ACB game, which is being really hyped, especially on YouTube? I'd love to see new management in T-God. I had an independent valuation done on T-God in September of last year. Bare bones with everything that they have. The stock should be much higher, but they've got really stupid management. With that said, I actually think that T-God looks like it's going to make a big move, which is great because I still own a nice position, but it does look like it's going to make a big move. They've got earnings this week. You know, might be something to consider. I'm thinking about playing it, but you know, I'll let you guys know if that happens. Can TTG'S sell more than 3 mil in a quarter? You want to ask? Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. TTG'S quarter. All right. Just sent a message. I'll let you know if I get a response. Or if he's reading it. Will he respond? All right. What's up, Lufferbooms? Any thoughts on Powell in the macro direction this week? Heading to 300. I think 300 is going to be a boundary for a little while, at least. And the reason being, if the market goes back to 300, everybody's going to just talk shit about the market. So I think they want to kind of keep it in this weird channel between, 280 and 300, which is fine because that's great for, swing traders. I think probably Apple will probably go back to 320, which is nuts. Is CXXI going to come out of the hole again? I don't know, man. Is CXI ever going to get respect again? I don't know. CXI people got done dirty on that one. Guys posting huge positions that were not bought in the open market. So I don't know. Oh, thank you for hitting the like button, Lufferbooms. Guys, everybody hit the like button, subscribe, because let me tell you something. If you're not subscribing, and also hit that notification bell, because guess what? I guarantee you this week I'm gonna come on here live. I'm gonna take just a quick picture. It's not gonna say much. Maybe it'll be like options trade or whatever. And it'll probably be, something good. Thoughts on Cushco? I like Cushco. I like them. I am friends with Nick, or I should say I have a friendly relationship with Nick. You'll pump it daily to your 50 followers. Cool. Make sure you hashtag it. Is ACB dead tomorrow? I think the only things that are dead in ACB tomorrow are shorts, especially if this market holds. That's just my view. I think that the U.S. side is going to railroad them. And there's enough people talking about Aurora that if it gaps up, it's game over for them. I'd prefer if it gapped down. I really would. Not just because I'd buy calls, obviously, but I prefer it gaps down so it traps some people, but then also gives some people the opportunity to trade it, right? And not chase it. You don't want people chasing it. Look, the only thing that's going to really fuck Aurora up right now is the retail shareholders doing stupid shit. And what I mean by doing stupid shit is not taking profit, not, holding for dear life and looking at this as a 5-year investment. Look, there's much better companies to invest in than Aurora. I'm not a long-term shareholder of Aurora, but I'll trade it. I'll scalp it all day. If I think I can make money on it, I can give a shit. And that's how all of you should be. Everybody needs to look at all of these companies, every single cannabis company, as a company that at one point is going to disappoint you, and at another point, fuck you. And if you keep that in the back of your mind that one day these companies are going to fuck me, then you will always be ahead of everybody. Stock stream. Hey, bud. How about APHA? Look, I like Afria. I haven't been in Afria for a very long time. I don't really trade the options because the options kind of suck. I've got some questions about just kind of accounting and Broken Coast. I mean, Broken Coast is a great brand. It seems to be, the numbers are all good, you know. The most important number that you need to, when you're thinking about investing in especially Canadian companies, is how much cash do they have? If they've got more than 6 months of cash, then okay, you know, they're in play. If they've got less, then you should be, you know, looking to put your money elsewhere. It's that simple. Oh, okay. Justin Birdie, General 101. We talked about Plus Products. So Plus Product was a really big holding of mine. I got out, and it's sitting at a low. It's a really good, it is a good company. It's a great brand. Okay. The problem I have with Plus Products is the CEO is not a capital markets guy, meaning he's formerly from Facebook, but he doesn't know how to play, you know, how to like engage with shareholders in the stock market in general, which is a problem for me. So that's why I got out, and I was in early, like seed round. You have FOMO with TrueLeave. Should you buy in the AM? Yeah, look, you can buy TrueLeave, okay, but you have to stay active in it. So what that means is holding a core and trading a core. All right. It's got momentum and it swings wildly. The problem is a lot of people that buy TrueLeave, they just buy and they hold. Okay. They're not, if it goes up $1, taking profit, and then if it drops down, they, you know, reload. What they're doing is they're buying it at 10, watching it go to 11. They're like, oh, I'm up $1. And then it goes down. And then they're like, oh, shit, I'm even. And then it goes up. And they're like, oh, I'm up $1. And then it goes down. They're like, oh, I'm even. Where you should be, hey, I sold 20, 30% of my position at 11. It drops to 10. Now I buy the same position back plus 20 or 30%. Then it goes up and then you do it again. Then it goes up, then you do it again. If you have let's say you buy 10,000 shares. I'm just using round numbers. All right. And you sell 10% of your position every time it goes up $1 and comes down $1 and then reload it. You can have a free position in, you know, a month. And that's the game. And that's what everybody needs to do when they're trading pot stocks. They have to stay active. But you should never get FOMO, even though I think it'll have a good day. But, you know, I'm actually looking at a couple of companies that aren't TrueLeave and Curaleaf. You know, because remember, guys, we still have to go through the summer. You know, these things cool off quick, you know, stairway up, elevator down type move. Teach me X ATM. So US Steel, Ashley. I will teach it to you on TTG, which is the option that I teach everybody when I do one-on-ones on True Trading Group. Ashley, is the True Trading Group YouTube still going, or is it over? PYX should get a nice run tomorrow with the sector. Yeah, PYX moves, but then it just does nothing. You know, PYX is one of those companies that it's got a super low float. It just doesn't have the eyeballs. When it has the eyeballs, so like I put it out there when it was 21, like 2 years ago, and I was like, this thing's got a tiny float. Look at all this, and nobody had heard of PYX. Like, the reason you're trading PYX right now is probably indirectly because of me. So I basically alerted it at like 20 bucks, 21 bucks. The thing runs to 60 in a month, which is nuts. And I'm taking profit all the way up, you know. But there's a lot of people that just rode it all the way down. You can't do that. Good re-entry for DRV. I reloaded at 28. I'm looking to buy a little bit more at like 27. But, the money that I bought it, when I'm buying at 28, remember I sold at almost 30. So it was only, so I got almost $2 on 500 shares. Nathan, you've been following me since 2015, 2016. Oh, that's cool. So those were the CGRW or THCZ. What was that? What did THCZ become? Yeah, those are some good runs anyway. You love trading DRV and REC? VPOR. Yeah, I've never traded REC. I basically just focused on DRV and SRS because I'm short real estate. I'm super short real estate. Jungle Java. That is absolutely true. It's funny because I spoke to Kim tonight. We exchanged some messages because I'm going to have Kim Rivers come on here. And we're going to do just a quick 10, 15-minute Q&A. And guys, for other CEOs and everything, look, I know some of you guys as investors are crazy and you reach out and, sometimes you talk to the CEOs. If you ever want to put them in touch with me, as long as it's not some dog shit company that you're going to regret putting in touch with me, tell them, be like, yo, reach out to the Wolf. He's doing Q&As with Potstock companies. Nathan, you want to know the funny thing about VPOR? Dror Savari, the CEO, is wearing an ankle bracelet now. Can I get Cam Batley on? It's funny. I was skimming my pool today and thinking about who should I have on? And I was like, I wonder if Cam Batley would come on. I have a good relationship with Cam. I don't know. Maybe I'll send him a message. But yeah, Nathan, he really is wearing an ankle bracelet. PayPal, what do I think of another leg up? I don't know, man. You know what? I'm using PayPal more, so maybe. I don't know. I've never really traded PayPal, so I don't want to give you advice on it. If there's a camera and my cam will be there, that's funny. So yeah. So anyway, so Powell spoke tonight, kind of fluff. I think he's doing damage control from this week when he talked about a recovery and mentioned airlines. Airlines started tanking. The Dow dropped 500 points. It was just softball questions, nothing really crazy, nothing amazing. Look, a couple things that stood out. 40% of people that make under 40 grand are unemployed. Unemployment rate's at 25% right now, which is like Great Depression levels. He thinks that there's going to have to be more stimulus, obviously. And, that's going to drive up the national debt like crazy. It's already, we were hitting records in the national debt anyway. And his whole thing is, we'll deal with the debt, which we're going to have to at a later date when unemployment's good, when consumer confidence is good, when the economy is like it was 6 months ago. We've had everything that he's wanted, we've had for the last 2 years, and we've done nothing to address that. So I just kind of looked at that. He kind of lost me there. I was just like, that's complete bullshit. And that was my take on it. The market's going to like anything that Powell says, and it's not so much of what he says as much as things that he doesn't say, right? So he didn't say. Look, the last time he was on 60 Minutes, the market tanked the next day, tanked. This time, he's aware. I'm sure, him being on 60 Minutes, they're trying to do some damage control. Puts on Macy's department store. Yeah, I think so. A Tide should be wearing an ankle bracelet, that fucking scumbag. Bruce looked like he got beat up. Bruce Linton? Bruce Linton's a man. I gotta have Bruce on. Okay. You guys want to know what I'm looking at this week? And what is that? MindMed? All right. I might take a position acreage tomorrow. I'm going to see. Guys, I'm already positioned in shroom companies. You know what the funny thing is? All right, guys, can I share something with you guys? Because we're friends, all 81 of us. There's a real reason I don't talk about some of these shroom companies that I'm in. And if you go back and look about like tweeting about mushroom stocks and something, nobody was talking about it. All right. Like last year, like before probably 2017, I was talking about mushroom stocks, right? So it's something that I've been really interested in for a while. And kind of had to have a, no, not lit. Lit's disgusting. Don't buy lit. That's garbage. Buy lit, you just lit your money on fire. The thing's a scam. Anyway, so I've got positions in some of these companies, and I'm sure you know which ones, but I have not tweeted about them. I haven't said anything about them. And the reason being, I'm just going to let everybody else pump these things up, because guess what? They're doing a great, you guys are doing a great job. And finally, I just kick back and I'm like, look at this pig go. So, as soon as I tweet one of these companies, then that's the end. Then everybody's going to come out of the woodwork, and then it's going to be like two camps. It's like, I hate the wolf and I hate this stock now, which is just stupid. What about Erwin Simon? I'd talk to Erwin. I've never actually talked to him. I'd love to talk to Erwin Simon. Bring Terry Booth on? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Richard Kinney, care to have Justin from GRNF on and ask him if the company's legit? That would be fun. I don't think Justin Costello would come on. I got emails from people a couple of weeks ago saying they talked to Justin, and Justin was telling them that I was joining the board, which is completely not true. So, Shroom or MindMed? I don't know. Maybe both. Are you asking me which one I'm in, or which one would I buy? Look, they're both really high. I'm really happy for everybody that's in them. But look, you got to take profit, Which one would I buy? I said both. I'd buy both. So with acreage, I'm playing a different strategy with that one. I think that it's kind of like, I think Canopy could make a move, and if Canopy makes a move, then people are going to be talking about acreage, and they look at it like, oh, acreage is a cheaper version, affiliated with Canopy. So yeah. Have I heard of GTBIF? Yes, I have. I got a screener with all the things that I'm holding right now. Let me cover up some of them. See? GTBIF. Yeah, I'm a shareholder. Is my famous YouTube neighbor available to help you get some eyeballs on these interviews? Look, honestly, guys, when I grew Twitter, I started with like nobody. And it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. It's, it's got to be done organically. I can't do like a gimmick. I can't call in a favor from like a YouTuber. People that want to be here just have to want to be here. It's that simple. Norton already said he's going to do it. I already talked to Norton. So, are you just curious who it is? I'll tell you. I think his thing is drag times. Let me see. Yeah, it's drag times. I mean, it's a really tight niche. It's cars, right? He's got 270,000 subscribers. His cars are sick though, man. Sick. Any thoughts on Soul? I smoked some weed from Three Boys Farms once that Brady Cobb gave me. I like those guys. A lot of people don't. My kids and Brady's kids go to school together. My wife and his wife are on same charity boards together. He's a great guy. He's really smart. And he knows his shit. So, I think eventually it'll catch up. Looks like Soul made a move, as did everything on Friday. So let's see. Yeah, Brady is a big MAGA guy. I don't know. Andy is a big MAGA guy. Andy's like fucking MAGA extreme. Like I stopped. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here's Andy at the top. Yeah, Andy, like too much. Jeannie Pirro. Oh God, she's so terrible. Brady blocked you on Twitter. You probably said some dumb shit. Let's be honest. Anyway, guys, 80 people here. Let's fire away. I'm gonna do this for another couple of minutes. For the 80 people here, guys, please like this. We're almost at 50 likes. I think we can do better. I'd like to see some more subscribers. Oh, we're so close. We're like 100 and something away on the subscriber thing. So if you're not subscribed, I'm gonna do a giveaway for my first 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I'm gonna give you stock tips. What are we at? I'm at 901. I need 99 subs, and a bitch ain't one. Talk about why I like acreage. I like the idea of experimenting with the trade on acreage. Honestly, I just think acreage harvest, maybe a couple of others. There could be a good trade in there. Now, it doesn't mean if I buy like that, I'm going to, just load the fuck up. No, my first trade is always going to be the insurance trade. I'm going to see what it looks like, and I'd rather buy it on strength than weakness. But it doesn't mean that everything that you do when you trade just goes completely out the window. No, not at all. You can't do that. Did we talk T-God yet? No, we didn't talk T-God yet. Just hit it and the bell. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Valens and Labs? I really like both of them. I really like Valens. I played, so it was me, it was Deepak, it was Bruce Linton, and it was one of the guys from Valens, and we were just playing blackjack all night. Real good company. Labs, good company also. If I had to pick between the two, I'd probably go with Labs. Not Labs, sorry. Fuck. It's like announcing the wrong people at the Oscars. I'd probably go with Valens, just because I've talked to those people, and you tend to learn stuff about people when you play cards with them. And yeah, I've never talked to anybody from Labs. You know, like I've talked to people. It's funny because if I talk to a company, like it's not to pitch them on like IR services. I mean, first and foremost, remember, I'm a trader and investor. I'm looking for like a diamond in the rough. I have a really good bullshit meter. And I always take it as like, I'm like, oh, they don't want to talk to me. I'm like, maybe they're hiding something. And 9 times out of 10, they are. Danielle Walston. Well, just for you and anybody else that's just joining, if you hit that like button, Daniel, I'm going to see we're at 60. I'll answer your question. There you go. We're going to do it. Likes for questions. Oh, okay. So this is what I think is going to happen. I think that if you're short Aurora tomorrow, you're going to take it in the pooper. That's just my initial reaction. We'll see if futures hold. Look, futures being where they are is a big factor in that. For a second, yeah, futures are over. They're 1.2%. So if it holds 1%, then yeah, they're screwed. You're gapping up. Aurora's gapping up tomorrow. So is Kronos. Oh, let's talk about Kronos, guys. Oh, 550 calls. Okay, went a little bit higher after hours on Friday, so I got everybody into 550 calls on May 13th. I got out at 100% profit, and not even my full position. I got out because I took profit at 50%, and then I took profit at 100%. And I instantly regretted it. And I was like, I didn't want to chase. I was like, all right, if it pulls back to 20, I'll reload my 20-cent position. And that shit just never happened. Oh, Glenn, I was trying to get the $5 calls, and honestly, I didn't even have that many of the 550s because I was like, all right, I need my first insurance trade on it first. And I honestly didn't think it would go to 5. I thought it would take like a week and a half to get to 550. I was thinking like by like Wednesday of this week, we'd probably hit 550. But I thought we'd get another little pullback if the market pulled back. Aurora just kind of threw everything off. What do I think of Harvest One? They're all right. Look, the companies in the US are going to do well. All right. So let me see. Let me take a look. Oh, I'm confused. Sorry, I'm confusing Harvest One with Harvest. Yeah, two different beasts. I like Harvest versus Harvest One. Tuesday's screws day for pot stocks. Yeah, I think Joseph, you're right on that because um, they're gonna try and put it this way. I talked to somebody tonight, and we were talking about Aurora, and I said I will probably buy puts on Aurora probably Tuesday at like 10 a.m. All right. So ask me if I bought puts next time I do a stream on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Or maybe I'll jump on here at 10 a.m. and say, hey, I'm buying puts. Do I think Ianthus can survive? No, I don't. I think it'll survive in a different form, but I don't think you want to be an Ianthus at all. Jersey Devil Seafood. Think all the mentions in the new trade stimulus package is pushing MJ higher. Yes, that safe banking and all that stuff. Remember, the Senate isn't going to pass this bill. I'd be surprised. I mean, if they're going to mess around with it, maybe there'll be a provision in there for cannabis. I think it'd be silly if there wasn't. But also, you're talking about one of the darlings, the most active stocks on Robinhood, which would be Aurora, just kind of going bonkers, which spills over, right? Because then people think like, oh my God, pot stocks are back if something can make a move like that. So yeah. Any thoughts on EVIO? No, not really. Big ways, yes. Ianthus is toast. DMCK, I don't know. Did you buy those? Were those the ones that? No, you're not the one that bought them at $1.80, right? I tried puts on Friday just as a test. So I bought, not much at $1.30, and by $1.02, I was out. My stop was $1. I was like, I'm not messing with this. So here's how it'll work so the way it works with like the Canadian market being closed on Monday. All right, there's two scenarios, right? Scenario one is which tends to happen more often than not is Monday the US will basically squeeze Canada. Tuesday Canada opens higher but then gives it back. All right. Now, we're already ripping right now on futures. So it's probably gonna be a big day tomorrow. Tuesday, we're probably gonna need a cool down day. So it might dip and then rip, but we definitely need a cool off period if we get this continuation tomorrow throughout the day. If we do get a pullback, let's say Tuesday SPY pulls, gaps down, then the pot stocks are going to gap down too. That's just normal, right? If let's say it was flat, I think then Aurora trades up, it'll probably gap up, and they'll try and gap it up as high as they can. But I think that gap is a trap for bulls. Okay, it's probably the shorts gapping it up. Now, if Aurora comes out with like dynamite news on Tuesday, it's fucking game over. This thing goes to $16. My play on Cron. When it's under 550, when it's under 530, I'm more prone for calls. When it's at like 575, I like 550 puts. Canopy and acreage deal, it doesn't matter if it's on or not. Acreage is going to make money. The canopy, if they're not in bed with Canopy, that hurts them to an extent. But, I think that's one that can be It's so low right now. I mean, you're talking about a stock that at one point was 28 bucks. I gotta ask Wolf, if I'm wrong, call me out. You pumped MSIG way back. I am 60% sure I made some dollars on that bad boy. I wouldn't say pumped. I did have a media deal where we marketed for them. I never say buy a stock, you know, if especially if the company's paying me. Now, we did an all stock deal when the stock was 2.5 cents. And the reason we did that stock deal, it's not my fault that they're stupid and they shouldn't have done it. The market was going to turn anyway. So we did this in the summer of 2016 when everything was dead. And the stock ended up running to 51 cents. So yeah, you're welcome. We basically just put out their news. So if you do the math on that, that's 2020, almost a 2,500% gain. So yeah, you're welcome. And I bought this house with MSIG's money, cash. So thanks. Liberty Health, 0.32 worth a punt. You know, look, I think all of these companies are going to have their little mini runs. Like, would I want to be in Liberty Health long term? Fuck no. Would I trade it? Yeah, of course I trade it. The idea, look, the thing is, if it makes a big move, that's when you get out, and then you put it into something else. That's how you get rich in Potstock. You treat the entire sector as a giant game of Frogger. Guys, 67. Guys, we can't have odd numbers on those likes. Got to be 70. You can stop at 70. I'm good with it. And if you're new, hit the notification bell and be my friend. We were at 901, so I need 99 people. 99. Come on. Surely I can get to 99. I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. I promise I won't sing anymore. All right. Do you know why MGNX is almost all institutional holders? I don't know why MGNX is almost all institutional holders. I've never even looked at them. Yeah, I hate odd numbers. I hate odd numbers. Sometimes it gets me into trouble. I had a really big day trading options. This is last year, like a monster day. And I was like $500 away from 50 grand, like making 50 grand in realized trades. And my nephew called me and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm fucking killing it today. It's nuts. And he's like, how much you make? And I told him, and he's like, just stop. And I was like, no, I need to make $500. I was like, hold on, I'm going to just buy a shitload of SPY calls and then sell them. Like I'll do just a quick scalp. I lost 20 grand. I lost 20 grand. Oops. So yeah, sometimes the OCD gets you in trouble. Don't make fake YouTube accounts, please. That's like the people that fight with me on Twitter. They literally they're so stupid. They keep making like accounts just to like talk shit to me, and I'm like, dude, I know that it's you because you follow your other stupid accounts. Do I think Buffett is on the way out? Look, Buffett said that he's on the way out. So that doesn't mean that he's stupid. You know, like I'm not going to bet against Warren Buffett. Because here's the thing. Right now, people are seeing things open up. I think we're being lulled into a sense, this false sense that everything is okay and everything is magically going to put itself together. It's not the case. You know, pandemics, there's usually a second wave and the second wave hits harder. And the reason that is because people get complacent. If we get complacent again, the market is going to drop. Okay. And that's going to mean Anything that was a high flyer is usually the first to go. Pot stocks, usually one of the first things to get sold off. So, we plan as if at some point, and you should do this all the time, when you're trading, investing in pot stocks, biotech stocks, fucking penny stocks, Teletubbies, whatever. Teletubbies. I think I meant to say Beanie Babies. Yes, Beanie Babies. Prepare, always, keep in the back of your mind that today could be the day the rug gets pulled out for me. And if you keep that in your mind, like, okay, today's the day that, they're going to drop the SPY on me. Today's the day, like, the shorts win, then you will be a lot more disciplined. You will take a lot more profit. And you will, like, investing and trading is all about capital preservation. All right. And that's the only thing that matters. Like being in the game as long as you possibly can, right? 250 trading days a year. It's all about like little mini goals. No matter how big your account is, it's, think of it like that. I've got 252 days a year. I can make $10 a day. Okay. Any one of you guys can make $10 a day. That's, 2,500 bucks, 100, 25,000, 200, 50,000. 300, 75, 400, 100, and you go on and on and on. You make 4,000 a day, you're making $1 million bucks. But you can't go from not making anything to making 4 million bucks, right? So you step up. That's how I did it. That's how a lot of you guys have done it and are doing it. And then you start to realize, like, the more money you start making, then the less risk you've got to take, and the system works, right? Think about this. If you make 500 bucks a day consistently, trading, investing, whatever, that's almost the equivalent of having like 3 million bucks in the bank, and that's just 3 million bucks. That's just making money on interest. Thoughts of investing in sports cards, like a Mickey Mantle card? No. Comic books are the future. Guys, I got a couple investments up here. Hold on. Ready? See those bad boys up top? 1, 2, 3. Those are my Star Wars Barbie dolls, which my wife is like, I can't believe you don't let your daughter play with them. I'm like, they're not coming out of the fucking box. So, yeah, put call ratio. So guys, this has been a lot of fun. It's been an hour. I'm gonna go eat because I made some lamb tonight. I had one piece and I'm fucking starving. How did you know about my poker games? I could tell you about poker games. My friend lost at a poker game 15 million euro. I shit you not. 15 million euro. We have 15 million or 30 million euro in a 36-hour bender. And he had half of the cash and had to give up a ton of his stock in a cloud company. He gave up half of his stock in a cloud company. And this is before cloud. This is 2012. So yeah, I could tell you stories about. Some of my friends are professional poker players. Like Noah Schwartz. He's got a bracelet. Look, my gambling is options. Do you know the guys at TGIF? Yeah, I know Chris. I know, one of my really good friends is Braden Sutton. Like, him and I go way back. Like, I'd take a baseball bat to anybody that fuck with him. Yeah. I am getting better at the pointing, right? Well, that one was easy. It's like right above me. When I need to point it like Boba Fett, see? There's Boba Fett. There's a little cross trophy. Guys, I threw out my my All-American plaque by accident. I'm pretty pissed about that. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to call it a night. Guys, if you haven't, please like this. You know, that lets, I guess, people find the channel. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to start, once I get to 1,000 people, then I'm going to really be fucking gung-ho with this thing. And then, you know, the more motivated I am, the more motivated I am to get, you know, people on here. So, you know, and not just CEOs of pot stocks. I want to have like athletes and other, you know, people from Twitter, whatever. So anyway, oh, 79. Somebody hit it. Somebody hit it. No, 78. Who's the jerk? 78. Oh, 78, 79, 80. At 80, we're done. At 80, just stop. 80 likes, we're good. 78. Oh, you're killing me, guys. You're killing me. All right, I'll see you tomorrow in chat. 77. Guys, don't do this to me. 76. Now you guys are, see, we can't go down. We got to go up. 79. One more like, and I could end this stream. It's got to be an even number, guys. You do not want to upset the trading gods. All right? Man, my eyes are glassy. When is my website going to be up? I have it. So the website is, it's already up. So I'll give it to you. Terrible picture of Mike. Sorry, Mike. Mike's better looking than this. That's True Trading Group. So every Tuesday it's free. My code is TTGWolf36. We're doing a Trader Palooza just for the members. It's going to be dynamite. Dynamite. Thank you. 82. Yes. All right, guys. If you aren't my friend on here or subscribe, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're going to have some fun. All right. I'm feeling really good. I'm like, I got my like pot stocks, you know, wolf senses going. I feel like we're just going to rip it up or down. Doesn't matter, because we've got volatility. And when there's volatility in pot stocks, I can tell you there is nobody better at trading pot stocks in the entire world than me. So you guys found a gem. So yeah. I'm done sucking myself off. Have a good night. Thank you for watching and hanging in there for just under an hour. You guys have been great. That's for you. That's for the kisses for the ladies, all three of you.